Welcome back to this already, the final segment of The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Getting to spend some time with my good friend, Charles Alvarez. He comes in every Tuesday talking about what's happening on the business front with the companies that he works with, companies he knows. He's an extraordinary sales and marketing coach, has done great things for our media and marketing company, and I can vouch for him with my own experience of working with him. Love what he does. You can learn more about him at cornerstoneadvisory.com. That's cornerstoneadvisory.com. As always, Charles, welcome, and introduce your guests.
Well, thanks for having me, Kevin, and I'm excited to have the president of a great IT services company with us today, Hugh Sazegar. Hugh, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Very glad to have you. Kind of give us the overview real quickly of what Techcess Group is all about. By the way, I've met Hugh before. Glad to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Thank you.
You bet. Kind of give us that overview of what you guys are all about.
Well, Techcess Group is an IT outsourcing company. We manage the IT infrastructure of small to mid-sized businesses, and we basically provide them with the large company type of support and large company processes and best practices, and bring that experience of large companies for them, and help them with a help desk, manage IT services, cloud computing, and unified communications type of services. That's what we do for them.
Very cool. Go ahead there, Charles.
So tell us about what separates. I mean, of course, I think you have one or two competitors, right?
we have many competitors. Yeah, many competitors.
So tell us what makes the Techcess Group different from the competitors that you see across in Houston.
Sure. I think what really makes us different is that we, I myself come from Schlumberger. I worked 22 years in Schlumberger, and I was the head of the IT outsourcing division of Schlumberger for the past 10 years of my career there. And my partner, Hervé Chaplat, also he's French, by the way. We were both French, and we come from Schlumberger, and he was the head of the service delivery for the IT outsourcing division. So we have a large company experience that we bring to small to mid-sized businesses. And we kicked off the business in 2004, and our only goal was to manage and help small to mid-sized businesses manage their IT the same way as we were doing it for large firms. So we basically bring that large company model of support to small to mid-sized businesses. And all of the guys that we have around us, whether our VP of Sales, Jason Wright, or VP of Operations, Mark Wilkinson, or our VP of Business Development and Alliances, Michael Lindberg, we all of these guys are coming from very large firms, have managed billions of dollars in their life, and they bring that large company model of support and experience into small to mid-sized businesses. So we don't want to be that mom and pop shop. We are really we give them the look and feel of a large company model of support, basically.
Yeah, Hugh, we got several questions for you in about 8 minutes, and so if you can make it a little shorter, that's good. Let me ask you a little bit about how do you differentiate yourself, because I think Charles makes a great point. There's a lot of people out there in your domain area, so how do you differentiate yourself?
Well, the differentiation is first of all, we have a very strong help desk. I mean, if you want to get into the details of our business, we have a very strong help desk, and everything is based around the help desk. And I think we are the first company in Houston to bring the help desk for small to mid-sized businesses. We started in 2004, created the help desk, and around the help desk, we built a suite of services which goes anywhere from desktop support, server management, server monitoring, to cloud computing, disaster recovery, business continuity, hosting, and then now we're walking into unified communications and voice over IP systems.
Very good. Charles? I'm sorry.
So basically, the way we differentiate is that we are not the mom and pop shop who just resolves IT issues. We deliver proactive guidance and vision to our customers and help them evolve in managing their IT and so that they could focus on their business rather than having IT headaches.
Right, so you're more strategic and less reactive.
Much more strategic, yes.
And less reactive. Go ahead, Charles.
So give us an example of a recent testimony that you had where you actually acted as somebody's IT department and used your proactive business model with them. Kind of tell us what their issue that they were having and what you did to resolve it.
Sure. One of the obviously I can't name any of my customers because I don't have their authorization. But one of our main I would say most strategic customers, which is now a 300 employee company with over $400 million in revenue. They started in Houston 3 years ago with 6 people. And they basically asked us, look, we want to grow. We are going to grow. We have a lot of funding and so forth, and help us grow. And tell us what we need to put in place to grow. All we told them is that it doesn't make any sense for you to install and implement servers. And you have to go to the cloud from now, right away. And we help you grow from there. And so one of the things we did for them is that we provisioned virtual servers for them in the cloud in our data center. And we moved anywhere from 6 employees to 300 employees and anywhere from 1 server to 20 servers now.
Wow.
And that growth was tremendous because instead of waiting several weeks to get a server, install it in different countries, different cities, because they're operating in 3 to 4 different countries and they're in oil and gas, doing a bunch of stuff in the drilling and in oil fields areas, they grew without really thinking about their IT, and that's really awesome. What we brought to them is to help them grow without absolutely having any IT pain and not having the capex. We prevented them from spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in capital expenditures.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's a fantastic story. Techcess Group, Techcess Group can be contacted at techcessgroup.com. That's techcessgroup.com. Great story, great success story. Relatively new company helping a lot of companies of various sizes. What is a small company for you to work with in terms of numbers?
I think the smallest number for us is roughly around 20 desktops and servers altogether. I mean, we could have 15 employees and 3-4 servers. That makes it. And we go anywhere up to 1,000 desktops.
Sure.
1,000 units, basically.
Great story. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Always good. Very good. Charles Alvarez, of course, you can learn more about him at Cornerstone Academy. Is that right?
Cornerstone Business Academy.
CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. Make sure you check that out. CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. I will vouch for him personally. He does a great job at helping businesses grow. I'm Kevin Price. You're listening to The Price of Business. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you spend it right here on this station.